as follows. Chris Holder, Ty Woffenden, Jarek Hampel, and close to the safety fence, Greg Hancock. The tape dries. An even start for the pack. Greg Hancock is disqualified. First, Chris Holder. We've got the following lads on the finish. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. Clash between two unbeaten riders. Who will win this time? At the gates, red, Greg Hancock. Blue helmet, Maciej Janowski. White, Andreas Jonsson. Yellow, Krzysztof Kasperzak. The tape dries. Elbow to elbow. An even start. Andreas Jonsson will not race in the rerun. Andreas Jonsson is excluded. From the inner curve as follows. Greg Hancock, Maciej Janowski, Krzysztof Kasperzak. Take off. Krzysztof Kasperzak takes the lead. Maciej Janowski overtakes. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. First, Krzysztof Kasperzak. Greg Hancock last. Race is at the halfway stage now. Krzysztof Kasperzak leading from the start. Maciej Janowski drops into last place. Maciej Janowski drops into last place. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Krzysztof Kasperzak leading from the start. Entering the crucial last bend. Krzysztof Kasperzak is in a class of his own. No stories, just about to start the third round of heats. Will Krzysztof Kasperzak once again prove his supremacy? From the inner curve as follows. Michael Jepsen Jensen, Greg Hancock, Matti Zegar, and close to the safety fence, Nicky Pedersen. Go! Elbow to elbow. Nicky Pedersen is off. From the inner curve as follows. Michael Jepsen Jensen, Greg Hancock, Matti Zegar. The tape dries. Greg Hancock left at the start. It could end up badly. First, Matti Zegar. Michael Jepsen Jensen last. First, Matti Zegar. Michael Jepsen Jensen bringing up the rear. Race is at the halfway stage now. Matti Zegar in the lead from the gate. Michael Jepsen Jensen bringing up the rear. There's no party at all. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Matti Zegar in the lead from the gate. Entering the last bend. Greg Hancock, Matti Zegar is in a class of his own. From the inner curve as follows. Michael Jepsen Jensen. We've got the following lads on the finish line. Some riders are just a step away from the semi-finals. Will they make it? Fans have been crossing their fingers that Chris Harris will finally win some points. At the gates, Red, Jason Doyle. Blue helmet, Chris Harris. White, Greg Hancock. Yellow, Niels Christian Everson. Go! Jason Doyle is overtaken. It could end up badly. Chris Harris is excluded. Chris Harris is excluded. From the inner curb as follows. Jason Doyle, Greg Hancock, Niels Christian Everson. The tape dries. It could end up badly. Not the best launch from the gate for Greg Hancock. First, Jason Doyle. Niels Christian Everson, last. Elbow to elbow. First, Jason Doyle. Niels Christian Everson, last. Race is at the halfway stage now. It could end up badly. Jason Doyle leading from the start. Niels Christian Everson, last. There's no party at all. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Jason Doyle leading from the start. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Jason Doyle taking the checkered flag, entering the crucial last bend. Jason Doyle is in a class of his own, a race to forget. It's the last session of the regular part of the meeting. From the inner curb as follows. Thomas H. Jonasson, wild card, Troy Batchelor, and close to the safety fence, Greg Hancock. Start. It could end up badly. Thomas H. Jonasson drops into last place, elbow to elbow. Troy Batchelor takes the lead. Thomas H. Jonasson last. Wildcard overtakes. A dangerous situation. Wildcard cheated his opponents. First, Troy Batchelor. Thomas Wildcard is overtaken. It could end up badly. Race is at the halfway stage now. Troy Batchelor takes the lead. Thomas H. Jonasson is way behind. Troy Batchelor is overtaken. Thomas H. Jonasson, wildcard, overtakes. The situation changes instantly. Wildcard drops into last place. Elbow to elbow. Entering the crucial last bend. Troy Batchelor has let himself be cheated by his rivals. What a wonderful slice of action. This is a semi-final decider. From the inner curb as follows. Jason Doyle, Ty Woffenden, Nicky Pedersen. And close to the safety fence, Greg Hancock. Take off. A dangerous situation. An even start for the pack. Ty Woffenden lost a place. First, Jason Ty Woffenden overtakes. Greg Hancock is excluded. From the inner curve as follows. Jason Doyle. We've got the following lads on the finish line. Who will win tonight's GP? It's the start of the competition. We will see how the riders struggle at the beginning of today's meeting. From the inner curve as follows. Andreas Jonsson, Greg Hancock, wild card, and close to the safety fence, Jarek Hampel. Start. It could end up badly. Jarek Hampel touches the air fence. It could end up badly. First, Andreas Jonsson. Jarek Hampel last. Wildcard lost a place. Wildcard is overtaken. Elbow to elbow. First, Andreas Jonsson takes the lead. Jarek Hampel bringing up the race. Andreas Jonsson lost a place. Race is at the halfway stage now. A dangerous situation. First, Greg Hancock, right behind Andreas Jonsson. What a thrilling moment. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Jarek Hampel is way behind his rivals. Entering the last bend, Greg Hancock taking the checkered flag. Greg Hancock wins. Well worth it. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. Will Greg Hancock feel the bitterness of defeat? At the gates, red, Matti Zegar. Blue helmet, Niels Christian Iversen. White, Greg Hancock. Yellow, Jason Doyle. Take off. An even start for the pack. It could end up badly. Jason Doyle drops into last place. Jason Doyle last. Niels Christian Iversen has let himself be cheated by his rivals. A dangerous situation. Matti Zegar takes the lead. Jason Doyle, Matti Zegar lost a place. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. It could end up badly. First, Niels Christian Iversen is overtaken. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. The situation changes instantly. Jason Doyle cheated his opponents. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. First, Matti Zegar, elbow to elbow. Entering the last bend, Greg Hancock taking the checkered flag. Greg Hancock wins. It was a fascinating race. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. Will Thomas A. Jonasson once again prove his supremacy? From the inner curve as follows. Chris Holder, Troy Batchelor, Michael Jepsen Jensen, and close to the safety fence, Greg Hancock. Tapes go up. An even start for the pack. A dangerous situation. First, Chris Holder. Troy Batchelor bringing up the rear. Chris Holder has let himself be cheated by his rivals. First, Greg Hancock. Troy Batchelor bringing up the rear. Race is at the halfway stage now. First, Greg Hancock. Close on his tail, Chris Holder. Troy Batchelor last. There's no party at all. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Greg Hancock in the lead from the gate. Entering the crucial last bend. Greg Hancock taking the checkered flag. Greg Hancock wins. No stories in this race. Some riders are just a step away from the semi-finals. Will they make it? Will Greg Hancock once again prove his supremacy? From the inner curve as follows: Greg Hancock, Nicky Pedersen, Chris Harris, and close to the safety fence, Christoph Kasperzak. Go! An even start for the pack, elbow to elbow. Chris Harris lost a place. Christoph Kasperzak bringing up the rear. Nicky Pedersen. Christoph Kasperzak bringing up. Nicky Pedersen is overtaken. Race is at the halfway stage now. First, Greg Hancock. Close on his tail. Christoph Kasperzak comes in front. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. First, Greg Hancock. Entering the last bend, Greg Hancock taking the checkered flag. Greg Hancock wins. A race to forget. The next series of heats lie ahead of us. Will Greg Hancock once again prove his supremacy? From the inner curve as follows: Ty Woffenden, Matsej Janowski, Greg Hancock, and close to the safety fence, Thomas A. Jonasson. The tape dries. A dangerous situation. An even start for the pack. Thomas A. Jonasson drops into last place. Thomas A. Jonasson bringing up the rear. Matsej Janowski lost a place. Matsej Janowski comes in front. Elbow to elbow. First, Ty Woffenden. Matsej Janowski comes in front. Elbow to elbow. Matsej Janowski has let himself be cheated by his rivals. First, Greg Hancock. Close on his tail, Ty Woffenden takes the lead. Thomas A. Jonasson bringing up the rear. What a thrilling moment. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. A dangerous situation. Thomas A. Jonasson is still in fourth place. Ty Woffenden has let himself be cheated by his rivals. Entering the last bend. Greg Hancock is in a class of his own. What a wonderful slice of action. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curve as follows: Matsej Janowski, Matti Zegar, Jarek Hampel, and close to the safety fence, Greg Hancock. Take off. A dangerous situation. Matti Zegar lost the place. First, that's saying Matti Zegar cheated his opponents. Matti Zegar, bringing Jarek Hampel, is overtaken. Matti Zegar drops into last place. First, Greg Hancock. Matti Zegar last. Race is at the halfway stage now. First, Greg Hancock, close on his tail, and Sayanovsky. Matti Zegar last. What a thrilling moment. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Greg Hancock in the lead from the gate. Entering the last bend, Greg Hancock taking the checkered flag. Greg Hancock is in a class of his own. Well worth it. Who else will complete the lineup for the final? At the gates, red, Matsayanovsky, blue helmet, Christoph Kasperzak, white, Ty Woffenden, yellow, Greg Hancock. Take off. An even start for the pack. It could end up badly. First, Christoph Kasperzak. Elbow to elbow. Ty Woffenden, Christoph Kasperzak lost the place. Christoph Kasperzak overtakes. First, Greg Hancock. Ty Woffenden last. Race is at the halfway stage now. First, Greg Hancock. Close on his tail, Christoph Kasperzak. Ty Woffenden last. What a thrilling moment. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Greg Hancock in the lead from the gate. Sayanovsky drops into last place. Greg Hancock taking the checkered flag. Entering the crucial last bend. Greg Hancock wins. What a wonderful slice of action. Greg Hancock wins today's round. We've also got Christoph Kasperzak and Ty Woffenden on the podium.